Yes, so we have Keyence IO Link Master. So this device here, which allows you to connect four devices to it. So I've connected a Keyence laser distance measurement device. So they're all compatible with the IO Link standard. So then there's an Ethernet cable connecting this switch, which connects to the SoftPLC. So running CodeSys SoftPLC with an OPC server. So I'm running an OPC server so that I can have the OPC client, which is running on this PC, read the values that are on the PLC. So in order to do that, I'm using NodeRed running on, so this is just a Windows running, a Dell Optiplex running Windows, running NodeRed. It's got a MySQL DB and Visualisation sitting on the one box, reads the values from the PLC and displays them on the screen. So this is our CodeSys application, which is online. So we can see that there's a very simple program just declared three variables, read distance. We have those variables then running on the OPC server so that the OPC client can read them. They're mapped then. So if we look at the TCP server, so the Modbus TPC server, so that's running on the IO link. So to allow the PLC to read the values. So we have a message there. So just acknowledge that message. So we can see that this is the value, the distance that's attached to this variable, and we're attaching it to application.plc underscore prg dot readdist. So that value is this value here, which is part of the OPC server. So that value, which is 921, which has been read from the Keyence IO Link Master, we can see it being read here by the NodeRed client applications. We can see it 1921. So if we look at the settings, so we can see that the item node information is set to the variable and it's displaying the actual real-time value. So as that value has been read from the OPC server, we're inserting it into a local database, and we're also then building a visualization on the back of that value. If we switch to the NodeRed here, we can see the actual data being inserted into the table. So that database is sitting on the Dell Optiplex, which is this device here, your edge device. So we can see that visualization here is, so it's at a static value of 125. So if I go and actually move that laser device, you'll see this value changing. And you can go back and see the value changing on the CodeSys as well. So we can see we got a massive reading here dropped off the scale, but we can see, we zoom in, we can see the values drop down. We zoom in again, we can see the values drop down to currently they're around 60 or 70. So if we go back to our CodeSys, we can see that this value is down to 400. If we go back to our NodeRed, we can see now the value is being inserted. They're actually down to 25. So we can turn off, we can just focus on distance, and we can see the values are back down to 25. So that's, in summary, that's the data being read from the laser device through the IO link, through the PLC, through NodeRed, inserted into the database and visible on the Grafana visualization.